Well, good morning. We are out for a morning walk here in Kuala Lumpur. We're making our way to the far side of Perdana Botanical Gardens. There's some beautiful waterfalls over there that I want to show you. There are so many areas to these gardens that even in the time that I'm here in Kuala Lumpur, I probably won't be able to bring them all to you. There's a beautiful bird park here. There's a park here that has live deer that you can sit and watch. There's so much to this park area, but we're trying our best to bring it to you. Today, we're going to talk about how I invest globally and why I invest globally. I believe that in the future, as we see like for the next 20 years, I think that US-based companies will do very well. However, I think one of the reasons why they will do well is because they have invested a lot of their resources and their markets globally. There are emerging markets around the world, and one is Southeast Asia. So I want to invest in the companies that have exposure to these emerging markets. Remember, when we invest, we're not just trying to just protect our money, we're trying to grow the money. We want to thrive. And so I'm going to cover today 3 different ways that I invest on a global scale and why I do it. We're also going to get a great bite to eat, you know that. We're going to have ourselves a fantastic meal here. Whew, that sun is just beating down on me. Oh my gosh. It's a beautiful sunny day today. It feels great. This time of year that I'm filming this, we get a nice rain shower that comes through every day here in Kuala Lumpur around 4 or 5 p.m. and it just cools everything off for the evening. It's really nice. Okay, we've got a lot to talk about in this video and I've got a lot to show you. We're gonna have a really enjoyable time here in Kuala Lumpur. Let's get going.
Traveling the world as a minimalist with one backpack, that is what we do here. Subscribe and come along with Retire and Go.
There are 2 reasons why I invest on a global scale. Number 1 is I want the companies that I invest in, doesn't matter if they're growth, doesn't matter if they're dividend companies. I want them to have as big a market as possible. That way they can sell their products to as many people as possible. They grow and so does my investment. But there's a second reason. The second reason why I invest on a global scale is because of demographics. And things are changing all over the world. And I see certain parts of the world are actually building their next generation. They're having kids, they're growing. And certain parts of the world are not. So when I invest, I take that into consideration. Where does this company exist? Where do they have branches? Where are they selling their products? It matters. If they're selling products in a market that the demographics are crashing, it can be kind of scary. But here's another thing to think about. What if the demographics are crashing in that particular area? However, the technology is rising rapidly. So maybe there's not as many children being born, but the rise of AI and the rise of robotics is going to replace that. And as that happens, a whole new market arises that's going to grow technology stocks, energy stocks, all of it. That's something that I think about as well. There's a lot of research that goes into investing. You're taking your money that you've worked hard for and you're deciding where you want to put it so that it either grows or so that it makes you money through dividends. Now look, I'm not a financial advisor. All I do is talk about where I put my money. When I invest globally. I take a close look at where my money's going and what's happening in those areas. And even though demographics play a big role, if technology is replacing those demographics, it's still a go. There are 3 areas where I like to invest my money in the global markets. 3 different sectors. The first one I'm going to talk about is energy. There are some fantastic energy companies that are not just based in North America, but I'm going to tell you they have companies all over the world, branches, operations, money-making projects that are backed up. They still have billions of dollars in projects they still need to get to. I'm going to put here a list of companies that I invest in. These are dividend stocks. They're in the energy sector. The reason why I invest in them is not only because they're great companies making money and paying me dividends, but because they have global exposure. They are building projects that create energy around the world. And that's important for me. You can look at the different stocks yourself, do some research on them, and I recommend that you do so. Don't ever just invest in something because someone tells you about it. Take that information, write it down, and then go yourself to do the research online. And I tell you right now, AI, hands down, I've been using Grok 3 lately. Fantastic for doing all kinds of stock research, company research, what's happening around the world, so I make the best decision possible. Energy is the first of 3 sectors that I invest in globally.
Lissette's Bakery, outstanding. This place is recommended. A lot of the influencers come here and do like Instagram and that. It was hard to find, but once I did, that's why I wanted to show you that map so you know where to go. But wow, what a cool cafe. Amazing bakery, fantastic food. Not just a coffee shop. They have, again, the full bakery, and they have an amazing menu. They even have some days that they do a buffet here. Call ahead, book online if you're coming with a group. Apparently it gets very busy. I'm actually here a little later in the day, so not too bad. They didn't mind that I was filming at all. They were totally used to it. I ordered 2 items. I ordered the spicy calamari that's done with butter, garlic, and chili pepper.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, sir. Ooh. Oh, man.
This has to be one of the best appetizers I've ever had. Incredible. Spicy, and with that fresh garlic that they smashed up right there and the butter. Oh, this is awesome. Very similar to like a spicy shrimp scampi made with that calamari that's fresh. Incredible.
Oh, my word. Look at this. Oh, thank you so much. Gosh.
Yes, that's right. You better believe it. Look at that smoked salmon with the egg and made fresh right here. I watched them make it. They didn't mind me filming at all. And they bake their bread in-house. Incredibly delicious. This is just a great way to go. Two items and the tea came out to about $20. Not bad at all. I'll put the price up here so you can see. Oh yes, the flowers infused tea, so good. By the way, if you're thinking of traveling the way that I do, and you're concerned about having travel healthcare insurance on the road, check out the first link in my description. It will give you more answers about travel healthcare insurance.
Whew, what a beautiful area this is. I love it here. This is another side of Perdana Botanical Gardens, a whole different area with beautiful waterfalls. I love it over here. The second way that I invest on a global scale is with, as you can imagine, technology. I invest in technology stocks that are on a global scale. And this is important for both reasons that I talked about earlier in the video. One is for demographic reasons. I want to make sure that the technology companies are investing in areas that are growing. And the second reason is you have to have as big a market as possible for these tech companies, whether they're making hardware like Apple. By the way, I'll put all my technology stocks up here. I'll put my full growth portfolio up here. Every stock that I have in my growth portfolio. And they all have a global reach. Every one of them has a global reach. I want to make sure that if they make hardware like Apple, if they make software like Microsoft, if they provide services like Google and Amazon, I want to make sure their market is huge and growing. Because again, we're trying to invest for the future. We're investing to grow our portfolio. We don't want it to be limited. Technology is a huge way that I invest on a global scale.
Such an amazing blend of cultures here, and the end of Ramadan is happening at the time that I'm filming this. Got a chance to catch a parade that they had going through Little India.
The third way that I invest on a global scale is something that utilizes AI to literally change our future. A way to actually make it so that we live longer, and a way to actually cure all forms of cancer, many of which already have novel drugs that have come out because of AI technology. And these companies are the big research-based pharmaceutical companies. That's right. Research-based pharmaceutical companies, they spend billions of dollars coming up with new medications. And with AI now understanding how to basically break down proteins and synthesize proteins, we're going to be curing cancer, genetic disorders, everything you can imagine. A lot of people think that pharmaceutical companies are controversial. Well, the same people that like to make pharmaceutical companies controversial are the same ones who like to say money is evil. And this is not the way that the world really works. We invest money and we use it as a tool to allow us to travel and grow. Money is a tool, and pharmaceutical companies are not evil. They're actually saving the world with novel medications that cure diseases. And that's what AI is going to do. Extend life to 130 instead of possibly 80. That's right. This is something that's going to most likely happen in our lifetime. And we're already seeing medications that are going to cure cancer. And I don't believe that our grandchildren will have to live in a world with cancer and with genetic disorders because of AI working together with pharmaceutical companies. And that's exactly where I want to invest. That's the kind of growth I want to invest in.
These are the kind of places I love to go in the evening. They open up late. It's not like a lunchtime place. They open up in the evening for dinner, and you can eat for $4. I mean, you can fill your plate. They come over, they tally it up, whatever it is that you took, and then they charge you for it. It'll come up to like $4. Look at this. He's chopping fresh garlic. He's going to make me garlic naan, and I just sat and filmed all the way through so you can see step by step here what he does. Watch each step to see this garlic naan made, hand rolled right in front of you, and it's so good. It's so delicious. Put that butter on there, yes please. What a fantastic meal. Brings it over with a few different items to dip it in. Some of those are not just sauces, but they're actually like a bean and lentil sauce to dip it in. Really good. Oh yes, I had 3 different kinds of chicken. One is this sort of tangy, sweet, almost like a tandoori, but much more moist, not just like a dry sauce, like a wet sauce tandoori. And then the yellow curry and a nice, not too spicy red curry. I am not finding the food here in Malaysia to be spicy as they put it on your plate. I'm sure they have it all available. Look at this right here, a nice samosa. Woo! Still hot, absolutely delicious. Yeah, this is where I like to go. Just a little family-owned operation for some of the best food you're going to find.
Whew, I love coming here. What a beautiful park to walk through every day. There's a lot of people out today, too. A lot of families. I appreciate you spending some time with me today. Today we talked about investing globally. I'm not a financial advisor. I tell you how I invest my money and why. If you are interested in this lifestyle that I live, investing my money so I can live off the dividends and travel the world the way that I do as a minimalist with traveling just with one backpack, well, like and subscribe to the video and come along with. If you want to know about any of the equipment that's in that backpack, there are links in the description for all of it. There's also a link in the description for my new book, The Traveler and the Bard. Okay, I'm going to go and relax and enjoy my walk. Whew, it's getting humid today. Oh, look, I'm all sweaty. Okay, we'll talk again soon. Aloha.
I was just minding my own business, relaxing in the park, and suddenly he saw me. The mad ninja attack cat of Perdana Botanical Gardens. Look at him stretching his jaws so he can sink his teeth into me. Luckily, I know the secret technique to cause him to pass out like a sweet potato. Yes, I'm able to subdue this mad ninja attack cat with my secret techniques. The mad ninja attack cat.
Most of the companies that I invest in, whether they're in my global, not global, son of a bitch. Okay, let's try that again. And action. Research money, and it's going to be sold for a lot of profit as well. Those are companies that are going to grow fantastic.